Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
Hey, I thought you were gonna let me cast first, man.
I can go ahead and trim that tag off nice and neat, real close. The tide's moving through here good. There's been a lot of redfish coming up, and now he's on. Can't ask for anything better than that. Uh-oh, that one might be a little better one too. And we're gonna send him home and catch one of his buddies. Just come out of gear and let us drift right up into them. And that's what makes them the #1 sport fish.
It's just gotta be an inch more and I'll be happy.
All right, we'll beat that.
Calm down.
You have access to redfish if you're anywhere along the Gulf Coast.
Chasing the Sun is brought to you by AFCO, American Fishing Tackle Company. Yozuri, fish the best. Costa Del Mar, see what's out there. Marine Max. Highs Toggery, premium clothing for men and women. And by Berry Topsider.
The top sport fish in this area is by far the redfish.
There he is, again. No matter what time of year you want to catch a redfish here in the Florida Panhandle, they're gonna be available.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go.
And that's what makes them the #1 sport fish.
They can be caught year-round. They can be caught in a variety of different habitats.
They're along the beaches, on the flats, and around deep water, on bridges and passes. And no matter where you're at, you have access to redfish if you're anywhere along the Gulf Coast.
The reason I love redfish is that it's a sight fishery, and as a fly fisherman, nothing can compare to hunting these fish in very shallow water with a fly rod. It's a total visual experience.
Yep, there he is. 9 o'clock. Oh, come on.
The name of the game is see the fish before he either sees you or feels you. And normally it's too shallow to use a trolling motor, so we do pull after these fish. You're only going to be able to see these fish probably at the most out there 80 to 100 feet if the conditions are perfectly ideal. It's just so exciting, the entire visual aspect of this, that when you drop that fly in there and that fish makes a move toward the fly, your heart starts to race. You have to keep your composure even though, you do have goosebumps and your knees are literally shaking.
There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Yes! You're kidding me, he ate it.
Oh, he had it good, and he even turned sideways. I'm a flats guy, and I've been fishing the flats long before I started to guide. Now that I guide, I love the spring and the fall because in the spring, that's when the bait shows up. In the fall, that's when the water cools, and it seems like that's the time of the year that you have the most fish on the flats. Oh, see? Okay.
Oh, man.
See, once he moved, it's over. While he's sitting there, it's got to get to him when he's sitting there, sitting still.
I guess I should cast as soon as I see him or something.
Very few, now remember, he's in front of that.
I see him. I know I lost him. Oh, there he is.
He's getting nervous. Oh, okay, just leave it, Don't strip it, don't strip it. I think he's still eating, isn't he?
Yeah. He's looking for food.
Oh, shoot. The redfish are greatly affected by the tides. On an incoming tide, the redfish try to get into as shallow water as possible, and then they let the tide bring the food into them. They love marshy areas because their favorite food is shrimp and crabs, even though they eat plenty of bait fish as well. And on the other side of that, when the tide starts to drop out, particularly coming out of the marshes, they like to hang around the marsh mouths, the creek mouths, and they sit outside of those and let the falling tide bring them their dinner at that time. Come on, baby, eat it. Shot.
Yes.
All right, now let him go, let him go, let him go. Don't hold. Try
I
to
got
hold
him. I got him.
Good job. Took 2 times, but he finally ate it. Good job.
Nice.
Just an awesome job. I mean, he just saw him, put a shot on him. He reversed course, got out in the dark water, kind of knew where he was, put the fly out there, and let it go to the bottom, and he was on it.
Yep, we got lucky with this one.
Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
Watch
Well, there's a big
this
one.
Yo
Right?
Missouri don't stand a chance. Oh, he's got it right here. Beautiful.
Nice beach caught redfish.
There we go. All right.
There we go.
Good work, Captain Todd. Oh, there we go.
There
Double
we go.
up,
There
Todd.
we go.
Woo!
There we go.
Another beautiful pair. Emerald Coast redfish. See, it's pretty green
Yeah.
water out here. You know why they call it the Emerald Coast.
That's right.
So most people like to talk about their favorite time of year to fish or favorite month to fish. For me, it can be year round. And what I mean by that is I'm an opportunistic type of fisherman. In the fall, there's nothing I love more than catching redfish on the flats. In the spring and summertime, a lot of those redfish will be out on the beaches, especially those big bull reds. A lot of times they'll get along the beaches and around the passes. So my efforts change and shift from the flats out to the beaches. All right, I'm back on the water with Captain Todd Jones here. Beautiful Panama City Beach, got a spring day, typical little cool morning, light southeast breeze.
Quite a few redfish up on the
That's
beach,
right.
and the bigger bull reds on
Yep.
the beach, so those are always fun to catch, especially on light tackle.
That's it.
And
you know,
sight fishing too.
probably #1 tip of the day. Good pair of polarized glasses.
Yes.
You absolutely cannot do it without it. These Costa copper lenses, I like to fish with a copper or an amber base when we're sight fishing out here in this clear water. And you absolutely cannot do it successfully or consistently without good polarized glasses.
Yeah, you just can't see those fish without
right.
it. I mean, you may get lucky if one swims up and bounces on
That's
the boat,
right.
but you're not going to see that stuff without a good pair of polarized glasses. And like you were saying too, we've kind of got a little bit of cloud cover today, not much, but
Yeah.
that's when you want to fall back to, you know, your amber and copper color
That's right,
lenses.
light lenses. Well, we got it all. Let's
That's
go
it.
put it to use.
That's right. I've caught them right up in here before.
Yeah. So in the springtime here, you're gonna find redfish in shallow water most of the time because the water temperatures are really mild. They're usually in the low 70s. And in this area, the 70-degree water temperature is kind of the magic range for the redfish where they're really comfortable. They're really happy, and they're usually more active throughout the day. Just come out of gear and let us drift right up into them.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, we got that.
There they are.
Got the school of redfish
That's it,
right
look,
here.
they're coming
in
right up
sight.
into my pocket too. What's
Yeah.
really neat is they school up. And when I say school up, they can be anywhere from 10 to over 100 fish in a school.
Well, there's a big one, right?
Missouri don't stand a chance. Oh, he got it right here. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. Double up, Todd. Woo! So rather than seeing and catching fish scattered throughout an area, when you find the fish, you find a concentration of them. You find the mother lode. We pulled in here this giant school of fish, probably 100, 150 fish.
Yeah.
Hooked up a couple times. Now the school's split up into a couple smaller schools. Really, it's probably even better because we have a better chance of finding these smaller schools over and over again. Beautiful, beautiful. That's that's probably a upper slot fish right here.
Yeah.
Probably about 26, 27 inches. All about those size right there.
Actually, he'd really like this one because this is a heftier 27-inch
You're right.
one.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let mine back in the water and I'm gonna help you out right here and grab him.
Sounds good.
All right, later, buddy. You know, these big schools of redfish that we get along the beaches, they're free roaming schools of fish, and this is our breeding population of fish. That's why they're out here in the Gulf, not up on the little shallow grass flats. So again, extra important, we take care of these guys. As long as we have these big schools of breeders out here, we'll have those fish on the flats in there. The fish that we have in our bay system here are all that we have. And, you know, by putting those fish back, you know, it ensures that we have plenty out there to catch again and again. And the real value of a redfish is for their sport. I mean, something that we can see in shallow water and have an opportunity to sight fish is really what makes them such a great sport fish. Look at there, I mean, you talk about a pretty pair of redfish.
Look at that.
That's them. All right. Hooks out.
Oh, look, that was some kind of
Some
some
pretty
unique
spots.
spots, and this one doesn't have, but there we go.
Another beautiful pair. Emerald Coast redfish. See, it's pretty green
Yeah.
water out here. You know why they call it the Emerald Coast.
That's right. Well, let's get these out so we can get out of the danger zone
That's
again.
right. Yeah,
Here
that's
we
a good
go.
lesson in boat safety.
Ready?
So I really like to target redfish year-round, especially here in the Panhandle. You can catch those redfish somewhere any month of the year.
Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
We can have the boat in the water, fueled up, iced up, baited up, whatever you need, ready to go for you to enjoy the day.
I can go ahead and trim that tag off nice and neat, real close. The tide's moving through here good. There's been a lot of redfish coming up, and now he's on. Can't ask for anything better than that. Uh-oh, that one might be a little better one too. He's a beautiful fish, and we're gonna send him home and catch one of his buddies.
My name is Jim Hamilton. I'm the Marina Director here at Pirates Cove Marina in Panama City Beach. One of the things that we offer here, the biggest thing, is the protection from the outdoor elements with the dry storage. People think that they put their boat away in the high and dry or the dry stacks, and they can walk away from it for 6 months or so like you do your car, your sports car in your garage, but you can't. In Florida with the saltwater elements, it's very hard on anything just to sit and not being used. And what we try to do is educate our customers on using the boat frequently. Don't let them set up. And if you can't use it, employ our service department to do those things for you. Get them out, run the boat, run the engines, get them up to temperature while you're gone and not using the boat. One of the cool things about dry storage is the convenience of using your boat. You can give us a call and literally in 15 minutes we can have the boat in the water, fueled up, iced up, baited up, whatever you need, ready to go for you to enjoy the day. If you wake up one morning and it's a beautiful day and you don't have to work or it's a weekend, just give us a call and we take all that hassle out of it. That's the beauty of having a dry storage. You don't have to worry about a trailer, you don't have to worry about fighting the launch ramp. When you come back, we pull the boat out of the water, we rinse the boat off, we get the salt water off of it, we flush the engines for you. We provide concierge service. Literally, you can throw us the dock line and we take it from there.
So another way that we target the redfish is these big bull reds in the passes and around the bridges. Really, I would say 30 feet of water and deeper. So you have a big volume of the water column that we're trying to deal with. And the best way to do that is to have two different rods ready. I'll have a topwater plug, and then I'll also have either a heavy jig, like a 1/2 ounce jig head with a soft plastic, or a diving plug that I can work deeper in the water. I like to pull that knot down as tight as I can, because if it breaks right here in my hand, that's okay, I can retie it. If it breaks out there, you lose them. Also, when you cinch that knot down real tight like that, I can go ahead and trim that tag off nice and neat, real close. You don't have to worry about that knot slipping. Find the schools of bait. If there's bait on the surface and there's fish busting on the surface, we're gonna throw the topwater plug. This is our inlet right here, the St. Andrews Bay Pass. It connects our bay to the Gulf. The tide's moving through here good. There's been a lot of redfish coming up. They'll come up on the surface and feed. Matter of fact, I saw one just a minute ago come up, but not seeing a lot of surface action. So I got this Yo-Zuri Mag Minnow. I'm gonna pull it down about 3 or 4 feet under the surface, see if a redfish doesn't grab a hold of it. There we go. I made a long shot up there where this fish just popped that shrimp out of the water. And they decided this time it was gonna be a good idea to bite. Again. And now he's on. I mean, how beautiful is this? We got the sun setting behind us. And big redfish eating my Yo-Zuri. There we go. I mean, look at that redfish. I tell you, there's some even bigger and plenty bigger than him. And but he's a little more manageable. We got the sun setting in the background. I mean, I can't ask for anything better than that. If that don't get you excited, fishing ain't your game. That got me excited, and his buddy busting right here beside the boat got me excited too, so I'm gonna catch him now. Thank you, dude. Uh-oh, that one might be a little better one too. But look at that dude. He's a lot of fun. He's a beautiful fish. And we're gonna send him home and catch one of his buddies.
Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
Time for a sleigh ride. He's a rookie.
But I'm on the lead with a handicap.
All right, by my count, this guy puts me in the lead. By Sam's count, it like makes me 3 more behind or something. I can't figure it out yet.
There we go. Tell you, I understand it.
Chasing the Sun has been brought to you by Half Hitch Tackle. Get out there. Pirates Cove Marina. Resort Quest by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Shimano. Focus your passion. And by AFCO, American Fishing Tackle Company.
I have not caught a redfish, a good redfish, in Panama City Beach since the tournament I fished here in 2011.
Come on now.
And I've never caught one, a really good one, on a stand-up paddleboard. I was here like last year. We caught
Yeah.
some small ones.
Yeah,
You know, like 21 inch or something, if
Okay.
that. So you gonna upgrade me?
we will.
It's just got to be an inch more, and I'll be happy.
All right, we'll beat that.
So what's the methodology?
All sight fishing. I'm gonna
That's the
start
best
off
type.
with one rod and, you know, just a small,
And one reel.
lightly weighted,
Yeah.
a reel. That's a
One
good part
rod, yeah,
too.
one rod.
So we use different baits for redfish, ranging anywhere from a hard surface bait to soft plastics. And usually our decision, what type of bait we're gonna use for that redfish, just depends on the exact scenario that we're in. Sometimes we have a lot of floating grass, and when we have a lot of floating grass on the flats, it can be really difficult to work a hard bait with treble hooks. That's usually the time where we're gonna swap over to a soft plastic and fish it on a weedless hook that'll avoid that floating grass. Time for a sleigh ride.
Hey, I thought you were gonna let me cast first, man.
Sam, I'm all of a sudden going faster than you.
All right, if you hook a fish, you gotta unhook it and put it on my line.
What a pretty
Beautiful
that's,
fish, man. You guys got a lot of that here?
Yeah,
Well, from what I've seen so far.
you like it, huh?
Totally. Oh.
Wherever you get them, just kind of quarter behind you and
Yeah.
catch all the fish that you blow out.
Exactly.
I'm still seeing fish right here in between us. Oh, there he is. Oh, I got the smallest one in the group too.
Calm down.
Dang it. They went back, they're straight behind you now. Now, of course, the one little guy runs up and just attacks it. He's a rookie.
I lost my opportunity. I can't say you didn't give me the opportunity.
You know the good thing about this morning, Sam? There's gonna be a lot more opportunities.
I like being the underdog anyways.
Well, I do kind of have a home court advantage.
Totally, man, totally. That's okay. You see, if you win, it's expected. If I win, it's a triumph.
That's it. And I'd be happy to lose though. Not really.
Not really. I wouldn't be happy to lose. Right there, you got him. Even these little guys are pulling me. This is what makes it so exciting right here.
We haven't beat your record here yet, but
No.
we're just getting warmed up.
That's okay. That's okay, man. I've casted a bunch of fish already.
Yep,
I just got to refine my technique. This is not my home waters, you know?
that's it.
What is it? 1-2?
Yep.
To get
How
half.
about if we're tied at the end of the day? That's a tiebreaker.
No, I win because you got the home court advantage. I got a 2-point spread.
Golly.
You got to beat me by at least 3
right.
to win.
Gotta win by
2 is a tie.
So it's not like ping pong.
So I'm actually like,
ping pong rules.
I'm
Come
actually
on, gotta
winning
win
right
by
now.
2. You're up now.
no, it's
Oh,
like
goodness.
golf.
All right, I'm going home.
Handicap,
I'm never
baby.
gonna win.
There's fish right here. Look.
See ya. Got him.
Ah, pot of fish right here, baby.
Tie ball game.
All right, I got the lead now, don't I? Oh,
Say
it's
what?
tied. But I'm on the lead with a handicap.
No. Oh yeah.
Oh, you taking back the handicap now?
See Sam's tackle and all his gear. I brought my tackle box with me right here. All the tackle that I need for the day.
Yeah.
It's on the end of my rod.
You know what? That speaks a lot about. It's not that I've caught 3 fish on the same lure,
Yeah.
but I like to experiment. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I live my life. Variety is the spice of life, my friend.
Well,
Live a
it's
little.
nice when you have enough opportunities where you feel like you
Yes.
can experiment.
Yes, I
That's
totally
always a
agree.
good sign. When you're in panic mode, you're always going to go to your go-to lure, or what you think you can make.
So
it
you
happen with.
panicking?
All right, by my count, this guy puts me in the lead. By Sam's count, it like makes me 3 more behind or something. I can't figure it out yet, but
Oh, it's okay.
That's
I'm
okay.
good at math. I'm Asian, man.
what I'm gonna have
I'll
to
let
do
you know
is
who
I'm
wins.
gonna have to wait till the end of the day, and then he's gonna tell me what
I'll
my
change the
score
rules.
is.